सारे आले बिखरी हुई उम्मत एक किस्म के आज़ा की तरह है। मुसलमान अगर किसी मुल्क में नमाज छोड़ने वाले की नमाज के छोड़ने से मुतासिर नहीं हो रहा है तो समझ लो कि उम्मत की इज्तिमाइयत टूट चुकी है।
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back to our L2N London to Nizamuddin podcast. It's been a while, and inshallah we'll be going through the month of Ramadan, and today's Hayatus Sahabah will be detailing the virtues of the month of Ramadan. Respected brothers and elders, when does the amal becomes void? The amal becomes void of benefit when the priorities of dunya and the desires of the world goes above the ibadat. Because one of the disease of this ummah today, they try to establish the da'wah and ibadat upon the whims of desires and of the dunya. So much so that they try to create an environment that it doesn't disturb or imbalance the trade of the businesses today. And the Sheikh is saying that there is not some part of deen, and deen will only be established when there is sacrifice involved, even if it goes against the dunya. I'm surprised today people want to establish a system whereby a businessman or tradesman or any enterprise want their business to thrive, even though it will harm the Taraweeh prayer, even though it will harm the fasting. It doesn't matter, but it should not disturb our businesses. I'm surprised of that businessman and tradesman who still carries on business as if it is the status quo, business as normal even in the month of Ramadan, and he does not even care what's going on outside the environment because he thinks about the benefits of the dunya. Doing tijarat and trading in the month of Ramadan is a source of being deprived from the benefits of Ramadan. Today, excuses and just have become an obstacle from gaining the benefit of Ramadan. You might feel offended by my quote and by my saying of this, but with respect, the spread of evil and the spread of fitna of these things has spread so much that it's too late. It's become too late now. 11 months passed by without no disturbance of trading and businesses. Now the month of Ramadan has come to gain nearness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and because of this we sacrifice our Taraweeh prayer, we sacrifice our fasting, sacrifice our iftar as well, just for a few pence and few dollars and few pounds. The calamity of the deen of today is that we want to tread on the jawaz, all the things that which is allowed, and we tread on these things and we forget all the things that which is beneficial for us. And today we have become obsessed about completing the Quran, even though sometimes the recitation is wrong, the tajweed is wrong, and we just want to, our purpose has become fulfilling the completion of the Quran. It's not about quantity, my brothers and elders, it's about the quality. Allah Ta'ala loves the quality. When Allah Ta'ala says that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala will test us, which one of us will do the amal excellently in the best way, not in quantity wise, but in quality wise. What can I say? In the time of Quraysh, in the Prophet ﷺ time, before his time as well, the Quraysh, all the months they used to do the tijarat and business. When the month of Hajj used to happen, when the season of Hajj happened, the Quraysh, even the non-believers, the mushrikeen, they used to spend from their own wealth for the Hajjis, for the pilgrims coming to Mecca. When the guests of Allah Ta'ala comes, they used to spend their own wealth for the Hajjis. I'm so surprised, I'm astonished that the kuffar used to spend their own wealth for the Hajjis. And today in Ramadan, Muslims the traders want to spend the month in trading so that they can gain money and transaction for the Muslim people today. In my view, that the trading should take place minimally in the month of Ramadan so that people can fulfill their desires, fulfill their needs before iftar prayer, and until after that time it should be closed for the month of Ramadan. This is my view, and the rest of the time should be used in the purpose of ibadat and da'wah and dua. People try to gain the opportunity of Ramadan thinking to themselves that this is a great marketing opportunity in the month of Ramadan. We can gain so much traction, we can gain so much attention and accumulate so much money in the month of Ramadan. But in reality, people don't understand. In reality, they have left and they have not understood the reality of Ramadan, and they have not able to gain the benefits of Ramadan, and they have no desire to take the full benefits of Ramadan. Person who fulfills his trading and businesses 24/7 without any blinking of an eye has no desire, has no dhawq or thirst to fulfill the month of Ramadan. I'm saying this out of sadness. That is why the purpose of hiding the date of Shab Qadr, Laylatul Qadr, was that people do not devalue the other nights of Ramadan. The wisdom behind hiding the actual date of Laylatul Qadr, is that we value the other nights of Ramadan and we don't become lazy and complacent. That person who tires himself for the dunya in the daytime and gives attention to the dunya so much in the daytime, how can he do ibadah in the nighttime? In reality, I want in my time, and I desire that the month of Ramadan becomes a month of tilawat and ibadat and taraweeh, and establishing the salatul taraweeh, so qiyamul layl, with importance as well. Emphasis should be on salatul taraweeh. But I want to make all the imams and imams of every masjid and the muqtadis make intention that throughout the month of Ramadan we will listen to the whole of the Quran. And this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّهَا لَكَبِيرَةٌ إِلَّا عَلَى الْخَاشِعِينَ, that if you don't have devotion in your life, then even the nafil prayer, even the sunnah, the wajibat, even the faraid will become burdens upon you. It will become like a burden upon you. But the person who has devotion, khuzu and khudu, and Allah ta'ala says that it will become easy for them. But the one who has no devotion, no desire, and no concentration, no awareness, no tawajjuh, and no intention to become taqarrub ila Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through the ibadah, it will become burdensome for that person. Sometimes you have the desire that we want to have an imam who emulates the Imam of Haramain Sharifain, the Makkah and Medina, and this is not the purpose of it. The purpose of the Taraweeh is to fulfill its haqq and its right, is to do with tajweed and to do with your own voice and not just copying someone else. That ruins the purpose. Telling to someone or requesting someone to imitate someone's voice, it means that the prayer has become burdensome and it's like a borge, it's like a burden upon you, that you want to hear instead you want to substitute that. If you want to have a beautiful voice or something like that, it means that you are not concentrating properly. Another extreme is that do the Taraweeh prayer and just fulfill it, and it doesn't matter how short it is, or do it in a quick style like a high-speed train, but the purpose is to fulfill the Taraweeh, just to khatam. That's another extreme, and you miss out so much benefit of that as well. For every amal to be perfect, the condition is to follow the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. All of the collective amal, doesn't matter if it's in ghazawat, in the battlefield, or in the halqa of ta'aleem, or in ibadat salat, the purpose is that to show the aghyar, to show the non-believers the collectiveness, the ijtima'iyyat of this ummah. So much so that Sayyidina Umar ibn Khattab anhu, he used to tell the women as well, even to come to the Eid Salat, to Eidgah, even though they were in the menstruation period, just to participate in the Eidgah and come to the Eid prayer as a sign of collectiveness, ijtima'iyyat. Not that they participate in the prayer, but to be in amongst the atmosphere of the Eid Salah. And he ordered the women and children to participate in the Eid celebration, so that it becomes a sign of ijtima'iyyat, collectiveness and oneness and unity of the ummah. Even we hear the warning of the people who don't pray in the Jama'at. The Prophet ﷺ, he wanted to burn their houses. This was how much he desired the people coming to the prayer, not because of just the purpose of the prayer, but the showing ijtima'iyyat and being united as one ummah. The narration by Abu Hurairah reported that the Prophet ﷺ used to make the importance, he gave the most importance of Taraweeh prayer and Qiyamul Layl in the month of Ramadan. That the person who fasts or stands up in Qiyamul Layl in the month of Ramadan with Iman and ihtisab meaning hoping for the reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if he does in such a way, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive all of his sins. And this sunnah was carried on in the month of Ramadan as well. Taraweeh prayer, people used to pray. Even after the Prophet ﷺ's death, people used to gather around in the masjid in pairs or threes, doing separate jamaat, separate congregation prayer in Salatul Taraweeh. until the time of Umar radiallahu anhu when he became Khalifa. When Sayyidina Umar saw this, he asked the Sahabas, what is going on here? Sayyidina Umar said that instead of these people praying in pairs or different jamaats in different congregation, my desire is that I want to get all these Muslims together in one jamaat, and one qari, one hafiz leads them and in the whole congregation. Then it was decided that all the Muslims come together, and Ubay ibn Ka'ab radiallahu anhu was to become the imam, because the hafiz, he was a qari as well, and he led the prayer Salatul Tarawih. But then he said as well that you do Tarawih prayer, you do Qiyamul Layl, but you forget to do Tahajjud prayer before you go to Suhoor, before Suhoor time. In my view, the Tahajjud prayers, Qiyamul Layl in Suhoor time is more virtuous to me than the Salatul Tarawih. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq and ability to fulfill the rights of Ramadan and take the full benefits of this month, holy month of Ramadan. Please like and subscribe and share with others, and make dua for us and the whole ummah, inshaAllah. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.